What's happening, y'all? Welcome back. This is another exciting episode of the Creatia Conversation, the number one news source for all that nerdish on the hub. I am your host, Lord Cuss-a-Lot Travis Pointer, aka the Dragon King, aka Big T, aka T Money, aka Sweet T, aka Black Merlin, aka the HNIC. And I'm joined today by my co-host, SES Vince himself. How you doing today, sir?
Hey, what's up, Travis? How's it going? Love that I got to experience the autotune live and then in person. I was wondering if I was gonna get it because you didn't start with it, but glad to see that we got it. But yeah,
I'm
with
being
that,
completely honest. It's because I forgot to turn it on. So it was just like, oh, yeah, I do that. Boop,
yeah,
turn that back on. There we
it's
go.
a new thing I do. But no, man, I'm doing good, man. Just finished off the weekend. Went to Navy Pier with the missus and the siblings. Checked out the new Harry Potter exhibit that was like the Harry Potter play experience or whatever that is in the water tower.
Okay.
Went we They had like some giant sculptures of like the new Transformers over
Okay.
at Navy Pier. So they had giant Optimus Prime, Optimus Primal, and I forget what the other dude's name is,
What
but
about it?
uh, kind of like Bumblebee, but like blue, like a skinnier Bumblebee, but like blue. I forgot what the fucking dude's name
I don't
was.
know. I thought it was if it was one of the Maximals, I could have told you, but
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. But yeah, so we went ahead, did that. Went on the Ferris wheel again. It was a chill weekend. It was chill, exciting. We were supposed to go see Fast X because that's what Melissa wanted to do.
hmm
But
you
given the
realize there are
fact,
better uses of your time. I got it.
yes, that too, and then also I haven't watched anything past Tokyo Drift. So I told her, I'm like, I'm gonna binge the series. She's like, fine, I'll go watch it with my sister. It's like, but in the meantime, we came home Saturday and I watched the Fast and the Furious. Then I watched Too Fast, Too Furious until like 5 in the morning, and then I finished Tokyo Drift yesterday. So thanks to YouTube TV, I'm able to watch up to the sixth movie or seventh movie. So
Okay.
yeah. So then after
9
that,
is on Peacock. I know that.
yes, it's on Peacock
I
for
don't know
sure.
about 8 though.
Eight, I might have to rent it out, but I heard eight is terrible. So maybe I can Redbox it if it's available.
I mean, if you're looking at these movies objectively, all of them are terrible. But you're not supposed to look at these movies objectively. You look at them for what they are, and if you can enjoy them for what they are, then I mean, none of them are trash.
That's true. That's true.
What do they set out to accomplish? Do they accomplish that? I would say the answer is yes on pretty much all of them. It's
Yeah.
just, is that for you?
Very, very fair points. But yeah, I thought it was all like a good weekend. Had some fun time. I finished season one of Young Justice as well, so I accomplished that.
Okay.
I beat Whitney in my Pokemon Silver escapades, but
Okay.
I didn't get much past the point where I was have to get like the medicine for the Ampharos in the lighthouse. I don't know if you've played the second generation of Pokemon
Nah.
games.
I
Well,
know about it, but I haven't really played it. Like
yeah.
I've
So
heard things, talked about people about it and all that, but
there's like this electric Pokemon that lights this light tower in this one town, and it's sick, so it can't light up the town, the lighthouse. So boats and everything are basically stuck at sea. So you have to go to across the sea surfing in one of your Pokemon to try to get this medicine from another island. So I went to go get the medicine, and you fight one gym leader there. I'm in the process about to challenge that gym leader, but I'm not gonna make the mistake I did with Whitney where I just went in and raw dogged it and didn't go and heal my Pokemon, make sure I had potions and stuff like that. Because you learn from past mistakes. But aside from that, man, yeah, that's
have you never done a gym battle before?
I
Or
did. I just kind of was like, because my Pokemon weren't like at like low health. I just kind of wanted to like remember the struggle, so I just kind of like just said, "Fuck it, I'm already here," and then I didn't want to walk up to get the because at this point you don't have the bicycle yet. So I didn't have the bicycle to move fast, and you don't have like running shoes to move fast. So I'm like, do I really want to walk up a few feet to the Pokemon Center? Or do I just want to go ahead and get this over with now? And I went ahead and did it. Didn't turn out so well for me.
Dude.
Wait, what?
And you still had to take that walk. So
no, actually, I let my Pokemon faint, and then I just got teleported to the Pokemon Center. So 2 birds, 1 stone.
But you took the time to go through the battle, and the time you took in that battle, you could have walked to the Pokemon Center.
Honestly, the more and more I thought about it, I don't think I was at a level to beat Whitney, even if I went to the Pokemon Center. So if anything, it kind of just served because I beat all the gym like mini bosses that are around the trainers, and it helped level up my Pokemon a little bit. So it only took like maybe like a few more minutes of me just battling random Pokemon and looking for random trainers to beat to like level up my Pokemon, but I got it done. She wasn't as difficult.
Okay, Vince.
So yeah, man, that's my weekend
sounds
update.
like you made something that didn't have to be complicated, way more complicated. But glad you're enjoying yourself with the Pokemon. That's what's important is that you're having fun. All right.
Did I tell you that I've been naming them all?
You didn't tell me, but I think I knew it somehow.
Yeah, so I named my fire Pokemon starter Cyndaquil Glenn because he's a fire Pokemon. Fire wrestler Kane. His first name is Glenn Jacobs, so I called him Glenn.
You took a long route to get there, but okay. What else you got?
So my I didn't name my Noctowl Hootie Hoo, so I got that one locked in. So that one is good. I'm trying to remember what the fuck I named the other ones because I named them all like regular human names. So
took weird routes to get to those human names, but
I did honestly.
Except for the owl, because Hootie Hoo is not a human name.
But. No, it's not a name, but you said that if I were to get a Noctowl, I should name it Hootie Hoo. So that's what I did.
Did I?
You did. You were in the chat when me and Matt were talking about it. You know what? I'll update everyone on the names like on Wednesday when I do it with Will. We'll just carry on with the show. I'm taking up too much time.
Yeah. Wednesday is going to be a very game heavy day anyway, and today is kind of game heavy too as far as news goes.
Mm-hmm.
Before we get into that game and news, though, Vince, you ever? Because I know you're in Chicago. We don't have them in Chicago. Have you ever eaten at Jack in the Box?
No, we don't. I have never eaten at Jack in the Box.
Never eaten at Jack in the Box. Okay,
no.
So Jack in the Box is I didn't start going to Jack in the Box during the day until I was in this current relationship when I was back when we were still living in Texas.
Right.
Jack in the Box was the place I went to late at night when nothing else was open, or Whataburger was open, but that was further away. But Jack in the Box has something there called the late night munchie meal. So you know exactly what this is for. And what used to be included in this munchie meal was a certain sandwich. Either there were a few different ones. There was the one with like some kind of chicken sandwich thing,
right?
And there was a grilled cheese chicken sandwich thing or something like that. And then there was one like kind of burger with had curly fries on it and shit. But it came with that sandwich. Came with a sandwich, but it also came with a mixture of regular fries and curly fries.
Right.
2 tacos.
Ooh.
And a drink. Now, Jack in the Box tacos are something different. Just so you know, there are these, it's not high quality kind of stuff. It's not,
I wouldn't expect that from anything that isn't a non-Mexican establishment.
Crunchy shell, some meat. There's a slice of American cheese inside of it with lettuce, and they deep fry that shit. So,
what?
Yeah,
deep fry?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's a whole different beast than animal.
Get some ranch. You dip it in the ranch. They're fucking great. But that in mind, what was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought. Okay, yeah, munchie meals. So that's what was in the munchie meal. I used to there was a thing that I used to do when I got off work late, like 1:00 in the morning. I'd stop there. I have this whole thing where I associate things with certain tastes in my mouth now.
Right.
Like,
yes.
You ever watch Naruto?
I've watched some Naruto. Yes.
So there was a time when I was getting off work at like 1 o'clock in the morning. I'd watch Naruto when I got home, and I'd be eating Jack in the Box tacos while I do it. And
Right.
so in my head, one thing about Naruto is he's always eating ramen. Okay.
Yes.
And so in my head, it's just like has associated now that the ramen on Naruto tastes like Jack in the Box tacos. That's
Oh,
the whole
okay.
thing.
Okay.
But anyway, they've changed it. They've changed what their munchie meal is now. So here it is. Jack in the Box replaces late night munchie meal menu with build your own munchie meal option.
Mm.
So if you're fortunate enough to live near one, Jack in the Box is easily top 5 best late night fast food go-tos. Yeah. Like I said, they call it the munchie meal because you're supposed to go get it when you're high. Like there's no like getting around that, pretending that it's anything different. Like it is called the munchie meal.
Right.
But let's see, looking to inject some freshness into their usual post-club offerings, the fast food brand has decided to replace the late night munchie meals with the new build your own munchie meal. For all you fast food devotees out there, that unfortunately means many late night Jack in the Box staples will no longer be available, specifically the chicken tater melt. Oh, that's sad. The spicy nacho chicken sandwich, that's another favorite of mine. The sriracha curly fry burger. Oh, they're taking the curly fry burger away too? And the stacked grilled cheeseburger. That was the go-to. The stacked grilled cheeseburger was my shit.
So they're taking away all the core elements, the core
like looks like it items. Because those were the kind of things like you're supposed to eat when you're high. Like it was a chicken tater melt was a chicken sandwich like with fries on it. Like, like the spicy nacho chicken sandwich like had nacho cheese on it on a chicken sandwich. Like the sriracha curly fry burger had sriracha sauce and curly fries on it. Like it was meant for you to eat when you're high.
It sounds like something you eat when you're high.
Yeah, but anyway, on the upside, the new build your own munchie menu lets you customize your eats from regular menu items. With it, you can get one entree from 4 choices, 2 optional sides, and 1 small fountain drink for just $10. And really? Damn, the price went up on them though. Like that meal, I remember getting that meal for $7. Like,
yeah, no, for $10, you might as well just go ahead and like get McDonald's.
Yeah. But in particular, you'll be able to order the following menu items. Entree choices include the ultimate cheeseburger, Jack's spicy chicken sandwich, the cluck sandwich, and the double Jack. Side options include 2 tacos, onion rings, half C fries. That's the half curly, half regular French fries, medium curly fries, and medium French fries. So basically, you can choose from regular menu items. 4 of them. I mean, they're fine. They're not the good ones. Like the ultimate cheeseburger, not the bacon one, like just stuff like that. But honestly, this is a disappointment for me, honestly, because the late night munchie menu was one of those things. I hadn't had it in a long time.
Right.
Be fair. Like I said, until I was in this current relationship, I didn't even go to Jack in the Box when the sun was up. It was like
exactly.
It was just not a thing. But the thing is, with this meal or whatever, it costs more during the day too. Like it was cheaper after 9 o'clock.
Right? Yeah,
it was a whole thing. But yeah, they're changing this, and that does not make me happy.
Yeah, no. This sounds very disappointing because it's like it doesn't sound even worth the $10. Like, what makes it so special? Also, too, this kind of reminds me when Wendy's took away the 4 for $4 and started doing the $5 biggie bag. When it wasn't as good, like
same energy, the same energy here.
Yeah, fuck fast food, man.
Yeah, they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing, and that's a problem.
They're missing the assignment. Is what they're doing,
basically.
Yeah.
But let's get into some happier news.
Okay, sure.
AEW Fight Forever has a release date, Vince. We actually know when this game is coming. You're right.
Yeah. It took a minute to finally get that announcement, a release date.
And you actually just did something for me that reminded me of something that I forgot to do. It's newsy time.
I'm glad I could help. I'm glad I could help assist.
It's been quite a morning. But anyway, AEW Fight Forever release date has officially been announced. This story comes from comicbook.com. Connor Casey, you were going to say something. I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
No, no. I was just gonna say that it's about damn time they released a date because it was announced 3 years ago in 2020, and they kept pushing the date forward and not announcing anything for it. There were memes calling it like it's literally like at the right title. It's like Fight Forever because it's gonna take forever for you to like fight in this game.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So AEW's Kenny Omega and THQ Nordic officially confirmed on Monday today that AEW Fight Forever, All Elite Wrestling's first console video game title, will release on June 29th. The game was initially announced back in 2020 with Yuke signing on as a developer. Omega said in a press release, "When I first signed with AEW, Tony Khan gave me the opportunity to assemble the best gaming team that understands and respects professional wrestling, to make the best wrestling games ever. Thanks to our incredible collaboration with Geta, Ukes, and THQ Nordic, a new era of professional wrestling gaming is quickly approaching. AEW Fight Forever has exceeded my highest expectations, and I'm confident that June 29th will be a momentous day for wrestling fans and gamers alike."
Hyping up a little bit too much there, Kenneth.
Yeah, but isn't that what AEW always does?
Yeah. Go
on. But yeah, there's more stuff he said, but with the press release also listed a number of features for the game: customizable wrestlers, move sets, entrances, tag teams, and arenas, as well as career mode, online multiplayer, and leaderboards. The list of match types available at launch will include singles, tag team, triple threat, four-way, ladder match, casino, battle royale, falls count anywhere, unsanctioned lights out, and exploding barbed wire death match.
Hopefully that pans out better than the real one that you were trying to do.
Yeah.
I heard they're going to have mini games in there too.
What's that?
I heard we're going to have mini games in there as well, like non-wrestling mini games. Like I saw like a screen grab of like someone looking like they're playing like getting ready to like be at bat, and someone's pitching a ball, like a flame ball or something. I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So unlike WWE's big video game title WWE 2K, Fight Forever will reportedly have a heavier emphasis on post-launch content and won't be released annually. Evil Uno, another AEW wrestler who helped with the game's development, discussed that in an interview with Fightful last year. Of course, this is a quote. Of course, it hasn't been said, but I'm sure we want to release more of that roster in due time. There will be more game modes than originally is at release. It's called AEW Fight Forever for several reasons. One being that this is likely going to be a forever game that evolves over time. So release this and then kind of release updates as time goes on. Probably paid DLC to get more stuff and all that kind of stuff instead of annualizing the title.
I see what they're going for. They're kind of doing like a Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter approach, where they have like a core base roster when the game release. Then as time goes on, they add more wrestlers and more, like maybe they add more match types. But you run into the problem of like characters being out of date, because wrestling, as you can see with WWE games, it's very hard to by the time you come out with a game, a character could switch gimmicks, could no longer be with the company, have a different theme song, have new gear like inspiration. Like within the span of even like a few weeks, character can completely be gone, erased, or rebranded, repackaged, or what have you. So it's just one of those things where I'm curious to see how they would be able to update a wrestler and update a wrestling game, because it's different from, like, let's say a Mortal Kombat or a Injustice, because we know what Batman looks like. He has a core like design. We know what Liu Kang looks like. He has a core design. And then you're not going to sit there and have fighting games fans of Mortal Kombat be like, oh, well, Liu Kang just changed his gear. He just has a new theme song. Like, are you going to update that? He just changed his hairstyle. Are you going to update that? So that's my kind of issue with it. And then also, too, the graphics that I've seen in the past, like, I have to see what the actual graphics look like on the 29th to make a final judgment. But if they look like they're still like something based off of like the PS2 or the PS3, on a PS5 game, I'm not dropping $60 for a game that looks like it was like 2 generations ago.
70, by the way. That's the standard price now. PS5 is
No,
70.
I saw their tweet. It was like $59.99 for PS5 for a PS5
Oh, really?
Xbox One. Yeah, so it's gonna be like $10 cheaper. It should be cheaper because it's an experimental game. Like I'm not gonna spend $60, $70 on that kind of game. But you're right. You're right. That would make me like question whether or not I want to get it. I wouldn't be surprised because wrestling games like it's one of those things where like they were even on sale like 25% off the newest WWE game, like maybe 2 or 3 months after the launch. So I wouldn't be surprised if I see AEW Fight Forever at some point being on sale for like 30% off or 25% off. So we'll see.
Well,
I probably won't pick it up though.
I'd say the keeping the roster up to date is not something I'm concerned about any more so than I am about current WWE games. Like it's just because even if you annualizing the game, is like, yeah, that same problem can happen right after the game comes out, and then you're stuck with it for a year. So it's just like it's. I'm not more concerned about it in this game than I am about any other wrestling game.
Right.
I'm actually like one of those things. Like they could, update it the same, probably more quickly than they could in WWE because WWE is working on the next game. They're not going to update.
Exactly. So that's one thing they have working in their favor is that they just have this one game and they'll be going forward. But my issue is like gameplay mechanics and graphics wise as well. So what if the graphics are kind of booty? What if the gameplay mechanics is ass and you don't want to keep playing this?
The way I've heard it described is supposed to be a lot more akin to the way like No Mercy and the old WCW games, where as far as gameplay style goes, which works for me because that style was fun. I enjoyed that. And I think the games that are out now have gotten too complicated actually. So it's just, I'm down for it. I don't know if I'm going to pick the game up itself. One, because I really don't give much of a shit about AEW anyway. But also on top of that, it's just like, I don't know when I'd have time to play it anyway, especially if it's coming out in June.
Yeah, everything's coming out in June.
There's a lot of stuff coming in June. Like Final Fantasy 16 is coming in June. That is my priority.
Yeah,
like it's
we don't care about like it's in the lowest tone of the pecking order. Like if they really wanted you to play this game, they would have done one of two things. AEW would have put the world title on Luchasaurus. They would have put the TNT title on Luchasaurus. The international title on Luchasaurus, put Luchasaurus on the cover, made a whole campaign mode about Luchasaurus and his backstory of being a wrestling dinosaur. That's how they would have gotten to.
That's how you get Travis. Yeah, that's how you get Travis to give a damn about an AEW game.
You build the whole game around Luchasaurus.
You build it all around Luchasaurus, and then Travis is in. You are absolutely correct there, sir.
All right. See, I know.
Let's see. In other news, we got some Mortal Kombat stuff we can talk about here.
Yeah, I like Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. So, Mortal Kombat 1's DLC has a leak that's come out. It's revealed some included characters some that we kind of thought were coming, but others that were like, oh, okay, this is fun. So this one also comes from comicbook.com from Russ Burlingham. So some of the most brutal and vicious superheroes in comics and TV are coming to Mortal Kombat 1, according to a reportedly leaked DLC rundown. The leak for a new Mortal Kombat game released this year via PC, PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and Nintendo Switch was revealed by the NetherRealm Studios and WB Games just a day after the game itself was announced, and seems pretty credible because the source is Amazon Italy, which references Combat Pack 1. Fucking Amazon.
It's always Amazon.
With 6 playable characters and 5 cameo characters included. The characters include Quan Chi, Omni-Man, Ermac, Peacemaker, Takeda, and Homelander.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, Omni-Man versus Homelander is 100% a fight that I want to see happen. I want to see these fuckers fight to the death. Also, I want to take fucking, I don't care who, Scorpion, Jax, whoever the fuck, and beat the shit out of Peacemaker because I enjoy the idea of me getting to beat the shit out of John Cena. So
beat up John Cena.
Let's see. Let's see. Oh,
That's
yeah,
cool.
Peacemaker being a DC character is arguably the least surprising since DC and Mortal Kombat have a long history of playing nice or maybe not so nice. After all, it's Mortal Kombat at this point. The boys, Homelander, Invincible's Omni-Man are maybe a bit more surprising, but still pretty in keeping with characters you might expect to surface in the game. After all, there's plenty of stuff on both the boys and Invincible that just feels like a Mortal Kombat fatality. But yeah.
Yeah. So okay. So it says with 6 playable characters and 5 cameo characters included. So does that mean it should be a total of 11 characters in the pack?
Yeah.
Okay, and they've only listed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we still got 5 characters to think about.
And I think with the cameo thing is because I think they got like this like assist character feature or something like that in this game. If I'm remembering correctly, if it's this one or a different fighting game they were talking about when I remember hearing this.
So
that
I
might
remember.
Be them. I don't know
if it had it or not. You know what? I think it did. It had the assist feature, but I think it was only when you were when you had a backup character or something.
I think this is for the new one that's coming out. They're talking about.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I didn't actually read that part, so that's actually interesting because it's something kind of similar from Marvel vs. Capcom, where you have your assisting character give you a hand, if you're fighting with Iron Man or Wolverine, and Spider-Man comes in for the assist attack.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of cool. So it says 5 cameo characters, and we already have 3 in Omni-Man, Peacemaker, and Homelander. Omni-Man fits in perfectly. I think he just makes all the sense in the world.
So yeah, I've just looked this up. I'm right. So Mortal Kombat 1 will feature assist characters called cameo fighters. So that's what they're talking about here. The 5 cameo fighters will be the assist characters that they're in addition to those. Yeah.
Okay, so it looks like these are the 6 playable characters in the pack, and 5 cameo characters will be got it.
The assist characters, yeah.
Yes, got it. Okay, that makes sense. So this is an interesting pack then. So this is the full on pack. Quan Chi makes sense. He's kind of like a staple villain in the Mortal Kombat series. Ermac as well. He's a really cool character. I like him. Takeda, the Takashita, I believe his proper last name is. But Takeda, I believe he's the son of I forgot his name, but the blind dude.
I know who you're talking about, but I don't know his name.
Yeah, I forgot his name right now too. Kenshi. He's Kenshi's son, but he trained under the Shira Ryu with Scorpion after he was brought back as a human in the Mortal Kombat X games. So he was one of the newer characters. So it's cool to see him being brought back. I'm excited for Peacemaker because Peacemaker feels like he fits, just like Deadpool feels like he would fit in a Mortal Kombat game because they're all about killing. Mm-hmm. And Homelander is just an interesting character to be included, but also makes sense to be in there. So this is cool. Omni-Man, Homelander, definitely something I'd check out.
Yeah. So we got a little bit more Mortal Kombat news. So also Mortal Kombat 1 single player mode will feature new origin elements. Yeah, elements. So yeah, Mortal Kombat 1 director Ed Boon has teased fans about what the upcoming fighting game will have in store when it comes to its single-player story mode. Since MK1 is a reboot of the Mortal Kombat series, numerous fans have had questions about this reset of the timeline will... Leave me alone. Okay. Has some questions about how this reset of the timeline will impact previous elements of the franchise's lore. Although these questions won't fully be answered until the release of Mortal Kombat 1 this fall, Boon has provided a brief description of what can be expected. The message shared on Twitter, Boon replied to one fan question about how Mileena in particular will be incorporated into Mortal Kombat 1. Previous Mortal Kombat titles, Mileena's character history has differed quite substantially depending on the game and timeline that it takes place in. Boon didn't detail the exact origin of Mileena this time around, but he did say that Mortal Kombat 1 story mode will provide the answer along with numerous other details tied to the origins of this rebooted world. All this plus more will be revealed in the Mortal Kombat 1 story mode, Boon said in response. Lots of origin stuff. So yeah, there's more to this article, but yeah, so new origins.
That was my big concern. So I saw it be because it's technically supposed to be Mortal Kombat 12 because it's the 12th installment of the actual game.
Mm-hmm.
And did you play? You played 11, right?
No, I played some of 9 and I like touched 10 a little bit, but I didn't play 11.
Okay, so 11 essentially it deals with a lot of time travel. There's this new villain Chronica, and wants to rewrite the timeline or whatever in like her image or whatever she wants. She's like the new big bad, and she was actually in charge of like fuck, I forgot his name, but like the main bad in Mortal Kombat X. Uh, I forgot this. He used to be like one of the elder gods. I forget. Right. I'm losing track of character names at the moment,
Mhm.
right? But that's the point. And then eventually Luke Kane becomes this fire thunder god at the end, and he rewrites history. So we knew that it was going to be like a rewriting thing. But this is actually the second time they reboot the franchise, because in Mortal Kombat 9, they rebooted everything with like the whole like amulet that was cracked and
The
stuff
whole
like
thing
that.
with Quan Chi and Shang Tsung thing and all that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So they redid everything so that like Sub Zero is the one that gets cyberized instead of Smoke and other elements such as that. So it was different. It was weird. Uh, I don't know. Like I'm not a fan of like consistent reboots. If you're done with the story you're telling, like I don't know. They tried to like introduce new characters in Mortal Kombat X, like with the younger cast. I thought they were going to continue with that aspect of it, but then I guess maybe that didn't resonate well with regular Mortal Kombat fans, which is why they're doing this reboot. I'm just more or less curious. I'm going to get the game regardless. I'm going to play because Mortal Kombat's my favorite fighting game, so I'm going to get it regardless.
Yeah. When it comes to fighting games, there's Mortal Kombat's top for me too.
hmm After that, it'd be maybe Marvel vs. Capcom.
Okay.
Not I'm not the biggest Street Fighter Tekken guy. Um, but I think I'd lean more towards Tekken than Street Fighter.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
There is, Street Fighter 6 is coming soon too. Are you interested in that at all, or?
No, because I wasn't really that interested with Street Fighter 5 when it came out a few years back.
Okay.
And the roster was just so small, and they was gonna continuously have DLC. And then honestly, I just don't want to get games that have like a short like I have to see what the roster looks like. If it has to like an extensive roster at launch, then sure I might actually pick it up. But if it's like a small roster of like 20 characters or less, then I'm just like, why would I get that? Because now I'm gonna want to get the DLC, and I'm not gonna give more of my money to a franchise that I don't really have that much investment in. If it was
Makes
Mortal
sense.
Kombat, yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah,
But
yeah. Mortal Kombat's more the character's a lot more interesting. So it's
mhm,
one where I can see why you'd be into that.
yeah.
Okay. Well, one thing I can definitely get into around here is our sponsor. So let's take a moment and just hear from them right now, okay? Want to spice things up in the bedroom? Then it's time to check out Adam and Eve. Because you see, Adam and Eve is the leading adult toy store that offers a wide range of products to help you explore your sexual desires. Whether you're looking for something to use solo or with a partner, they have everything you need to satisfy your cravings. From vibrators to lingerie, bondage gear to lubricants, adamandeve.com has it all. And the best part, you can shop with confidence, knowing that all their products are of high quality and backed by a 100% satisfaction guarantee. That means whether you bought a dildo, sex swing, penis ring, vibrator, anal sex toy, bondage toy, couples toy, lube, or accessory, you can get a refund within 90 days if you're not 100% satisfied. No questions asked. And right now, as a special offer to our listeners, Adam and Eve is giving you 50% off almost any item on their website. That's right, 50% off. And if you act now, you'll also get free shipping. So go to adamandeve.creationworld.com and use the offer code erotica at checkout. That's erotica at adamandeve.creationworld.com for 50% off almost any item and free shipping. Don't wait. This offer won't last very long. The link is in the description. Attention dog lovers. Are you looking for high quality products to spoil your furry friend? Then you need to check out dog.com. Because you see, dog.com is the go-to online store for all your dog-related needs. They offer a huge selection of dog food, treats, beds, and more. Plus, they have products for all types of dogs, from puppies to seniors and everything in between. And the best part You can shop with confidence knowing that all their products are made with your dog's health and happiness in mind. Dog.com only stocks top rated brands that you can trust, so you can rest easy knowing your dog is getting the best. And right now, as a special offer to our listeners, Dog.com is doing a big warehouse clearance sale. And all you have to do is go to dog.creationworld.com and you can get up to 80% off on all sorts of items like toys, treats, bones, harnesses, bowls, leashes, and anything else you can think of. So go to dog.creationworld.com and take advantage of this sale right now. Spoil your furry friend with the best products from dog.creationworld.com today. Link is in the description. Are you tired of feeling sluggish and unfocused throughout the day? Then it's time to try Dubby, the ultimate energy source. Dubby is a powerful, clean energy drink that is designed to help you stay alert and focused no matter what life throws your way. Whether you're a student, a busy professional, an athlete, or especially a gamer, Dubby can give you the boost you need to take on the day or the night. It also contains important aminos and vitamins that canned energy drinks simply don't have. And the best part, Dubby is made with high quality ingredients and is completely sugar-free, maltodextrin-free, and is keto-friendly. So you can enjoy the energy boost without any of the crash, jitters, or angst that comes with traditional energy drinks. Simply mix Dubby with water and you'll have a delicious, refreshing energy drink that can help you power through your entire day. And with a variety of flavors to choose from, including Galaxy Grenade, Beach and Peach, and Dragonade, you're sure to find one that you love. So go to dubby.creationworld.com and order your Dubby today. And for a limited time, use code Creatia at checkout to get 10% off your order. That's Creatia at w.creationworld.com for 10% off. Try Dubby today and feel the difference. The link is in the description. And we're back.
Cool.
All right, sir. You want to watch the trailer?
I always want to watch trailers, Travis.
I mean, I figured you'd want to watch a trailer, but I think it's polite to ask first before you just throw trailers at people.
Yeah, I appreciate you trying to get the proper consent before you go ahead.
Unsolicited trailers are not cool.
For sure. Let's check it out then.
Yeah. Let's check out this new trailer for Secret Invasion.
I can't wait.
Yeah, me neither.
Let's see.
That invasion is here, Rhodey. And we can't even tell who the invaders are.
Fury, why haven't you called any of your special friends?
This war is one I have to fight.
Living on the edge to the end of our lives. Roof in the sheepskin telling me lies.
Special friends.
Alone.
That's one way to put it.
Yeah. Makes it sound like he's having sex with all of them.
TikTok, Nick.
I'm wondering why he went back to wearing the eye patch. So you see some scenes he's wearing and some scenes he's not.
Maybe he lost his eye patch in like later on in the film, which is why he's not wearing it anymore.
No, they show him putting it on.
Maybe he got an eye infection and it got very severe, so he had to put the eye patch on due to doctor's orders. That's what I speculate.
That's what you're going with? Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So we do see Rhodey there, so that's so we do get an X Avenger if the Avengers are even still a thing in the MCU currently. I don't think they are. I don't think the Avengers
probably not officially. But.
No, not officially, but Rhodey's there, so that's interesting. Hopefully that leads to, I don't know if they're still doing Armor Wars or not, but
I think they are.
I think it just got pushed back like most things. But this sounds interesting. We were talking about a few things that are coming out in June. This is actually one of the things I'm most looking forward to, which is Secret Invasion. I'm just kind of curious what the story is because I'm just intrigued. Because in Captain Marvel, we saw that the Skrulls weren't actually the villains of the story. It was the Kree, right?
Yeah.
So it was the Kree that were the villains, not the Skrulls. So why are they invading now? And also, too,
well, I don't think it is invading now. I think the story is the Skrull have been there all along.
Right. So then, was it that we were false. We were lured into a false sense of security by the Skrulls in the first Captain Marvel movie, and we just don't know who's been Skrulls and who hasn't. And then also the post credit scene. What was it? It was where was this one from? Was it from Spider-Man?
Talking about the one with Nick Fury in space?
Yeah, was
Yeah,
that
that was
Spider-Man?
Spider-Man.
No, Far From Home, where it looks like he's with the Kree, and obviously he knows about everything that's going on with his Kree imposter. So I don't know. Yeah, Skrull. Sorry. Too many.
Yeah.
Too many
Weird,
names.
weird names. I know.
Yeah,
Get it.
and they both start with S's. So
They do.
But yeah,
they do.
that's just kind of my curiosity. That's kind of where I'm leaning towards. I can't wait to see this series. I think it's only 6 episodes long, so it'll be right in the sweet spot.
Right. Let's talk a little other news. Speaking of things coming in June, Summer Games Fest officially starts in June, but what's really kicking off this season of just games is this PlayStation Showcase that's coming on Wednesday, and we will be.
I thought it was Thursday.
No, it's Wednesday.
It's Wednesday.
Yeah, it was rumored to be on Thursday, but it's actually happening on Wednesday, on the 24th. Yes,
got it.
We will be live reacting to that. But we got some news on that. So a PlayStation Insider has confirmed that 2 major PS5 games will be missing from the showcase. This article, once again, comes from comicbook.com from Tyler Fisher, a well-known industry insider and the individual who leaked that the PlayStation Showcase was happening at the end of May before it was officially announced, has relayed word that 2 highly anticipated PS5 games will not be present. One of which has been announced and expected to release sometime within the next 12 to 18 months, and another that hasn't even been announced yet, at least not formally. In case you missed it, PlayStation Showcase is happening on May 24th. At the moment of writing this, it's only a few days away. The expectation is that the PlayStation Showcase will be brimming with some of the most exciting PlayStation 5 games announced and some of the most highly anticipated PS5 games that are unannounced. To this end, don't expect to see Dragon Age Dreadwolf or Ghost of Tsushima 2, which fit the aforementioned billings. Word of this comes the way of Jeff Grubb, one of the most reliable and reputable industry insiders in the business. Grubb has been off the mark in the past, but the occasions in which this happens does not appear to the sheer number of times he's proven reliable. That said, just because Grubb has proven reliable in the past doesn't mean that his information shouldn't be taken with a grain of salt, because it should. As for the implicated parties, neither EA, BioWare, nor PlayStation / Sucker Punch have commented on this and alleged information, on this new and alleged information. We don't anticipate this change for a variety of reasons, but if for some reason these expectations are bucked and something is provided, we'll be sure to update the story accordingly. But yeah, here's the thing though. There's more to this article, of course, but Dreadwolf, Dragon Age Dreadwolf, EA's doing something, and this is an EA game, so I expect to see Dreadwolf at EA's thing for, Summer Games Fest somewhere. Yes. We'll see it. It might even be an Xbox's thing, They might be associated with them, but I expect to see something from Dragon Age Dreadwolf sometime during Summer Games Fest. I just 100%
maybe not this week.
Just not with the PlayStation thing, and that's fine, because PlayStation has plenty. Because honestly, all they got to do is, show off Spider-Man. I'm cool. Okay, cool. Give me something that I'm not expecting. And then if they throw in Twisted Metal, I might just match it. Like it is like, oh my God. But they're going to bring with the showcase. I'm happy for them to bring with the showcase. Ghost of Tsushima 2, that game is so far away. I didn't expect to see it anyway. So it's fine. What you thinking, though? We know those 2 things will not be at PlayStation's showcase.
Honestly, it doesn't affect me too much because those aren't franchises that I'm invested in heavily. So,
have you played Ghost of Tsushima?
No, I haven't. But
you 100% should play it. Like, I don't tell people this often, like for games, but like, how PlayStation has trophies. I have 1 platinum trophy that didn't come from a Telltale game. Because you get those just for finishing the game.
Right.
The only other platinum trophy I have is from Ghost of Tsushima. because I was that into that game that I kept playing. Like, I'm going to get this fucking.
I understand
trophy.
that. The only game I think what fucking game that I plan that I remember I finished the game and I didn't get a platinum trophy because they didn't have one available and I was fucking pissed. But I do remember that the first game how's it going, Jess? The first game that I planned on was Spider-Man on the PS4, and I did that as well. And then I planned them again on PS5, the remastered version and the Miles stuff. So that's actually what I'm
getting the platinum in Spider-Man. And I started going down that track, and I'm like, I'm not chasing down this many criminals. I'm done.
Well, I was just having so much fun because sometimes what I would do is I take a break from the main story to do like the side stuff because it was kind of like a stress reliever for me, to be honest with you. Because at the time, I didn't have like a game that was fully invested in aside from Spider-Man, so I would just dive into that world and just immerse myself in it. And it was just, honestly, to this day, Spider-Man is the best and my favorite PS4 game they've released in the console's lifespan. Obviously, yeah. So that's where my
I did love that game. So
yeah, that's where my anticipation is coming from because I've been waiting for the Spider-Man 2 game since the first one finished. So that's where
you played Miles Morales, right?
I played Miles, yeah,
Okay.
and that just it was a nice little like
it whet your appetite.
A palate quencher, you know. And now that's what I want. I just want to play this new Spider-Man game. That's all I want to do. So that's really all I care about. Everything else is just gravy and cherries on top. Honestly, as long as they reveal information about the game and exact release dates and maybe some gameplay stuff, that's all I fucking
need. You'll definitely get that at this. There's no way you don't do that. They might even do another state of play just on Spider-Man later on this summer before it comes out too.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So you're definitely gonna get something Spider-Man during the showcase though. And that's the big thing coming this year. So
yeah, that's all I need.
Yeah. All right. Let's watch another trailer.
Sure. Cool. I like trailers.
It's from a Netflix exclusive here called This World Can't Tear Me Down.
Interesting.
Yeah, let's check it out.
This already looks interesting.
Don't know if you know, but there's been an anthropological mutation. Teenagers with much bigger thumbs, the right to work, instability. There's no point getting emotionally invested in something that lasts longer than a sitcom episode.
Hey there, losers.
Sec, it's you!
Mum said you've hit the big time with comics. I've never read them, but I hear they're all about your life. I mean, who gives a flying fuck? You're hardly Spider-Man.
No, Cesare, my head.
Just talked about Spider-Man 2.
His name for 20 years. And to be honest with you, I didn't really know what to ask him. Do you think that I talk weird, huh?
How do you mean weird?
I'm really fast, like a machine gun that no one understands weird.
Oh no, you're not a Gatling. At most, it's like a semi-automatic.
Okay.
You bring people together, you got to do that. Unite and not divide, okay? Live with these injustices. Feel the fire burning inside of you. And when you feel you're about to burst, keep your fucking trap shut. Keep my fucking trap shut.
Keep your fucking trap shut.
Rule of life, actually.
I mean, honestly.
I know, but look.
If he was gonna duck in front of that train, why did he do it with his ass in the air? Like,
I swear,
flat,
unless he was actually trying to get railroaded by the railroad.
Literally.
They're a tangled mess of sorrow, solitude,
frustration. Oh, that doesn't look promising. This dude's taking a lot of stuff.
This looks like some hentai now. What is it?
The tentacles.
But now you're making me sad. At least let me have one day where I can smile.
But we almost never smile.
Wow. That's dark.
You can't enjoy fuck all because you have rubble all around you. And what scavenger is okay in the rubble?
Look here, it's quite an interesting idea. But you don't need to tell me. Do you know what we're going to do now? We're going to run this past a friend of mine who happens to be the person in charge of putting together these ideas. Know who it is? It's my cock.
Oh. Well, all right.
Okay, well that was.
I wasn't ready for that. I
wasn't expecting that at all either. That shit was funny. Okay, that's an armadillo, right? That's got to be an armadillo.
Looks like an armadillo. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, that shit's funny. Oh shit.
All right, let's hit another story here. This last story we got here from Valve. So apparently Valve was being sued over the Steam Deck Rumble. Are you familiar with the Steam Deck?
Not necessarily, no.
Okay, so you know what Steam is, though, right? That's where you know people get their PC games and stuff. So Valve is being sued over Steam Deck Rumble. This article comes from comicbook.com from a Ricky French. Valve Steam Deck is one of the hottest consoles on the market these days. It lets owners take the majority of the PC library on the go, giving them an easy way to play all kinds of different genres untethered from their desktops. With all that success comes even more eyeballs on the company, and it looks like at least one of these eyeballs has found something that could be problematic for Valve. Immersion, a company that has been cornering the market on Rumble Tech over the last few years, thinks that Valve is infringing on one of its patents with several of its products. The Verge first spotted the lawsuit filed by Immersion. It alleges that Valve is, as mentioned above, infringing on its patents with not just the Steam Deck, but also with Valve Index VR platform, its Steam VR software, and Half-Life Alyx, among other things. The lawsuit was filed on May 15th and sees Immersion asking for damages, royalties, and an injunction against Valve from, quote, deploying, operating, maintaining, testing, and using the accused handheld instrumentalities and accused VR instrumentalities. This case from Immersion does seem to be a bit of a pickle for Valve. We're not legal experts, but considering that Immersion has brought similar lawsuits to major players in the tech industry like Apple, Google, Sony, and Microsoft that have all ended with those companies settling, it certainly appears that they have a decent chance of that happening here too. The Verge did point out that Valve's hardware does use a different type of rumble than some of those other cases, but even still, it does seem that Immersion at least has a solid leg to stand on.
Damn, that's tough.
So yeah, Valve getting sued here because I guess they said they Rumble is copying our Rumble. I don't know what kind of Rumble this is. They're not the only ones with Rumble, but I guess it's a certain type of Rumble they use.
Interesting, man.
I remember the first Rumble pack came out on N64 was a big deal. Remember that shit?
Yeah, that shit was.
But anyway,
that takes me back. Jesus.
But yeah. So I know, like I said, you're not really familiar with the Steam Deck itself, but the idea of the Steam Deck having,
so it's just
I didn't know Steam Deck had Rumble, so that's interesting.
Yeah. So it's just like a handheld on the go.
Yeah.
Like PC
handheld to play PC games. Yeah.
Okay. And then like this. Okay, I get you. So, I mean, it's tough. It's gonna be interesting to see where things go. I mean, they sued like other bigger corporations like Apple, and they had to settle. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Their odds don't look good.
Yeah, they'll probably end up settling. It's
that's
what ends up happening. All right, one more trailer and then we'll get out of here. All right.
Sure. Is it the Arnold Schwarzenegger one?
It is not.
Yeah, I saw like right before we were like as we went live, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Chief Action Officer. Nobody hits like Netflix or something like that. But yeah, it's Arnold on the Netflix trailer.
Hold on, let me.
It's on there. It's on their YouTube. But yeah, so it just seemed interesting. I don't know if like Chief I don't know, man. Like it's an action movie, action film, action show. It has Arnold in it. Like that's not really much of a miss, It's right up his elements.
Let me see what you're talking about here.
What were you gonna suggest? What were you gonna play?
I was gonna put on the Barracuda Queens trailer, but this is better.
All right.
So we'll do that.
Yeah, it just dropped 3 hours ago, actually.
Yeah. I didn't see it, so let's do it. Oh, okay.
Oh, shit.
No one loves action as much as I do. That's why I've accepted the big new job as Netflix's Chief Action Officer.
The explosions you asked for?
Bigger. Whether it's Extraction 2.
Oh, this isn't the show. This is just
What?
Yeah.
is
Arnold being Arnold.
Swords.
He cut his burrito with the sword.
I mean, swords are cool.
I love my job. Or Manusho Fuba.
That was on me. Look at them. They love it.
Of course they love it. As long as it is big. I'm working around the clock to bring it the biggest action on Earth. I'm back, baby.
So he's going to be on that show, Fubar.
Yeah.
I'm a mother, but I'm also a killer.
Jennifer Lopez in an action film. Not something that I had on my Loteria card. The Witcher. Okay.
I have no idea what
Definitely looking forward to that.
But life is full of surprises.
Do you know what you must do? Take action.
We got work to do.
Kevin Hart. I might just watch it for him.
Knows action like I do. And nobody hits like Netflix.
Okay.
That's big.
That's what she said.
Okay, so it's a trailer for Fubar and a bunch of other action stuff that's coming up on Netflix. Got it. It was funny. Arnold being Arnold was definitely the highlight of the whole trailer.
Definitely.
Yeah, good shit.
And if you want more of us being us, you can catch us live every day, folks. Remember, that is twitch.tv/Creatia World. And remember, if you have Amazon Prime, that means you have Prime Gaming, which means you can subscribe to us for free on Twitch. So throw that subscription our way. If not, give it to somebody. Make sure it doesn't go to waste. You have to re-up it every month. You can also watch us live on YouTube at youtube.com/Creatia World. You can also watch us later on youtube.com/Creatia World. But while you're there, please subscribe. That doesn't cost you a thing. And also ring that notification bell, the way you know every time we go live and every time we drop something new. If you also want to watch us later, you can do it at Matt's favorite place. That's pornhub.com/model/Creatia World. You go there, you get all the stuff we do here. Plus, there's some Pornhub exclusive stuff. We got a couple of watch-alongs here where Matt and a few others watch some porn parodies, and you all can join them for that. Which, if that's for you, go ahead. It's not me. I'm not.
You don't kink shame. We're not.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not. But I'm not watching porn with Matt. Also, if you want to support us financially, a good way to do that is patreon.com/Creatia World. There you get extra stuff that we do, like Multiverse, myself, and Marta Shark Watkins. We just got a new episode up. Flashpoint Paradox. We're watching that in anticipation of a new Flash movie coming out because they're both drawn from the same source material in comic books. So kind of gets us ready for that. It was a fun watch. You should check it out, even if you're not going to watch us, but watch us. Also, Return to Wrestling with myself and the Ward Matt Ritter. We're going through old WCW stuff. We're in what is really the good meat of WCW now. We just did Halloween Havoc 1997. I maintain what I've been saying for the longest time is that back in those days, and I guess all the way up until his death, Macho Man Randy Savage is fucking insane. Also, you get other things at higher levels, more perks and all that kind of stuff. But you also want to go to creatiaworld.com. That way you can learn all about us and what we do, all of us individually. You want to know what my favorite drink is. You want to know how many tattoos Vince has. You want to know everything that's pierced on Matt and where it is. You might want to go to creatiaworld.com and you might find out. That's where you get all that information. But then we got our socials. That's where you can interact with us on a regular basis. Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, at It's Creatia World. That is at ITSCREATIA World. Also on Facebook, facebook.com/Creatia World. And while you're there, head into our Facebook groups. One of them being facebook.com/group/them dragons. You go there. We talk all kind of Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon stuff. Share your memes. If you got cool pictures of a dragon, drop that shit in there too.
Or dragon dick pics. Share that too. That's what Travis wants.
Don't do that on Facebook. That will get us in trouble. Don't do
That's
that.
what Matt continuously says you want.
Yeah, well, don't listen to Matt. Matt's wrong. It's gonna get us. We'll have some trouble in the group, and then the group will get shut down. We don't want that. Right. But if you're a wrestling fan, there's another place you can go. Vince, do you know what that is? Have you heard of this wrestling group?
Yeah, it's facebook.com/group/Smacking a Raw, where Mike puts a live chat for every live wrestling event. We talk live about wrestling, just share wrestling memes because wrestling has a bunch of memes everywhere. Just recently, I just went through a whole binge of watching the old Randy Orton RKO out of nowhere videos where he go RKO people that would face plant stuff. funny shit. So go ahead and check it out there. Shout out to Mike. He sets it up every single week, so makes it happen.
Yeah, and it's actually the official Facebook group for our podcast every Friday night, the Smack and the Raw podcast, featuring the Warden Matt Ritter, Vince Daddy Delgado right here, and also Katie Kinsey Bebe every Friday night, midnight Eastern, 11 o'clock Central. You can also find me anywhere you're looking for me at. It's at Lord_Cussle. It's at LORD_CUSSALOTT on Instagram and Twitter. Vince, where can they find you?
They can find me on Instagram and Twitter at SCSVince. Link in my bio takes you to every single one of the podcasts I associate with and collaborate on. So go ahead and check that out. Click the links and listen to one of the many podcasts I'm featured on.
That'll be it.
Yeah.
We'll catch y'all later on. Tomorrow, I believe, is Matt and Katie Kinsey Bebe. Wednesday is you and Will.
Me and Will.
Thursday is me and Matt. Friday is me and Ed. And also, don't forget, you all, we will be live reacting to the PlayStation Showcase Wednesday afternoon. So don't miss that.
Yeah.
But we'll catch y'all next time. Until then, we out.
Later, y'all.